the Bobby Bones Show. Bobby Bones, yeah.
All right, we're back on part 2, which we haven't done in a few days. I think now everybody knows we had the baby, and man, we had a bunch of part 2s done because, again, there was an emergency valve. We pulled it when we had a bunch of shows that just went up as new shows, and we just couldn't get to all the part 2s. Also, we ran out of stuff to talk about. Trying to record out 2 weeks. Tough.
It's hard.
But we're back. Would you play me voicemail number 6, Ray?
Good morning, Bobby Bones Show. This is for Amy. Bobby, hope you didn't forget. I just called to say happy birthday. I just called to show how much I care. I just called to say happy birthday, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Happy birthday, Amy.
Thank you.
What's up?
That's creepy. Weird.
That's nice, I guess. Yeah.
We should talk about birthdays because we were gone for both of them. Amy first.
Turned 45. Wow. I don't know. I mean, didn't really do anything. Went to dinner. Doesn't feel any different.
Where'd you go?
At all
Good?
whatsoever.
Like one of your favorite places?
No. I just went.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Why not go to a favorite place at
No,
least?
well, I didn't know for sure what we were going to do. So my friend Chase is in town, and his birthday is 2 days after mine. It's actually, 3 days because it's a day after Eddie's birthday. And he's like, well, let's go to dinner for our birthdays. So it was him and then his friend who happens to be Chase Rice. It was very random.
Wait, you went to dinner with Chase Rice?
What?
Yeah, it was really random. I know.
That's bizarre.
on her birthday. On her birthday.
All right.
No, I was like, I really didn't want to do anything. I mean, even some of my girlfriends. So we went downtown because there was CRS going on, and
Which is a big country music. It's called Country Radio Seminar.
Yeah,
big industry thing.
So, yeah, I was like, I really don't want to do anything. He's like, well, let's go down. We'll go down to the Omni, and then we got like pizza and.
So Chase Rice, how was that with him?
I honestly, I've never hung out with him away. He's very, very cool, like very nice. But apparently he's had like I don't want to speak for him, but like a transformation of sorts.
I would agree.
So I don't know that if I had hung out with him 10 years ago,
I agree.
I would have enjoyed it as much. But the Chase I was talking to, I was like, okay. And I think, you know, you don't want to, it's weird to talk about somebody that way because it's not like I actually really know him, but I feel like I know my friend Chase very well and they've become close friends in the last year or so. And I don't think that Chase would be close to that Chase if he was not cool.
I would agree with everything you're saying. And I don't know Chase that well, but I do know him a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think it's a different guy than the 10 years ago Chase Rice.
Yeah. And either I had I think because he admitted to and that he's evolved in a way and done some, like really done a lot of inner work and healing on some stuff that he needed to work through. And so I feel safe saying that because I think he's even publicly talked about that like on other podcasts and stuff. But it was interesting. Like I remember the next day, like telling Chase, I was like, yeah, this is just like not what I expected. But apparently that Chase Rice had told Chase too. He's like, yeah, after we dropped you off, he was sort of like, well, she's way cooler than I thought.
What the heck does that mean?
Yeah. Like that maybe just coming
We start
in.
a beef now from that?
Yeah. No, I think just not knowing, I don't know, that like we just clearly didn't know each other. But so it felt very random. Obviously, it is.
Happy birthday.
I mean, you had had a baby.
Like, the whole world was spinning. I texted Amy at like
different.
late at night that night. And I was like, oh God, happy birthday. I almost forgot. She's like, you had a baby. You're okay.
Yeah, but you had already sent me flowers.
I know. For sure we did. And we signed Billie's name to the flowers.
Oh, that's cool.
They went to the wrong house first. I was involved in the process. My wife just didn't do it.
Well, Kate, she told me that it was all Billie's idea.
Yeah. The baby's idea.
Of course.
And I should say it was my wife's idea, but I was sitting right beside her, so I was connected to it. She was like, we should send Amy some flowers. I said, that's a great idea for us to send Amy flowers for her birthday. And so then my wife said, they sent the flowers to the wrong house. I was like, oh. She goes, but they went back and got them, and now they're taking them to the right house.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to text her. So then I texted her.
Yeah.
Said, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Can you imagine being that house that got flowers and then like take them away? Like it's like the Steve Harvey Miss Universe or whatever that was.
It's like a slot machine. Sorry, the machine messed up.
They're not yours. Sorry.
Eddie, your birthday?
Yeah, Tyler Farr and I, we went to Olive Garden. Thank you, dude.
That's funny. That's funny.
You were over there sitting on that.
Hey, that's a good one, though. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that was pretty legit.
No,
You're like,
mine-
so FGL and I went.
Yeah. No, mine was terrible, man. Like, we had.
Did you say terrible?
Yes, it was terrible.
Yeah, you were very busy.
We had basketball tournaments. AAU. It's a national tournament that comes into town once a year, and it happened to be this weekend. So I was at the gym from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I didn't get home till like 8:30. And then we ordered pizza, had cake, opened gifts. I watched a little bit of basketball, and that was my birthday. But honestly, dude, I'm 47. Like, who cares? My wife's like, I feel so bad. Like, let's do it another day. I'm like, we're good. Like, we don't, that's fine. I'm like, I don't really care about birthdays. I really don't. Maybe like next week we'll go to a restaurant or something. I don't know.
I texted Eddie later for his birthday too. I was like, hey, happy birthday. But the thing about Eddie is I almost forgot. I have a joke that I do all year long randomly for no reason. One of my favorite bits is 10 times a year post happy birthday Eddie with a picture of Eddie on my Instagram story. And then people hit up Eddie. Either they'll text him and be like, dude, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Or they'll message him so it's kind of a running joke. And I forgot to post that picture on your literal birthday. I didn't post anything.
Yes, but you did. And I think it's
Finally,
the whole,
I did.
I think it's the whole the boy cried wolf or whatever because like one person said happy birthday.
Because they're like,
It's always Eddie's
It's not his
birthday.
real
And
birthday.
you're like, no, it actually is.
Yeah, so when I text Eddie, he was like, I said, how'd your birthday go? He goes, I was at the gym all day. He's like, how'd you do on the games? We were sending each other betting information.
But my kids, they lost every single game. Like, and so it's funny because I told them like, hey guys, for my birthday, I want you guys to win every single one of your games. And like we were on the way home and they lost all the games. And I was like, guys, I think you misunderstood what I said. Like I said, win the games. They're like, okay, Dad, we tried. But dude, some of these teams are so good. I mean, you had teams from Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, like just, dude, there was one, my son is, he plays in a 5th, 6th grade league. Like they kind of combined those two. And there was a 5th grader who dunked.
Wow.
A 5th grader that dunked the ball. They even tried to do an alley-oop and he missed it by like an inch. I'm like,
in fifth grade.
How is that real? They must have held him back, but I mean, gosh, dude, that was crazy.
Oh, so it's not ages, it's
They
grades?
do grades.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. And people were like, yeah, I think he's like a NBA player's son. Well, that makes sense.
Do you know who?
No, I was so mad that my son was playing this team. I'm like, they're never going to beat, like, they're not going to come close to beating them.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
We can go around the room. I have the Duggar story here. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
You just got to say everything exactly right.
Okay, let me see if I can.
No, if you don't have it in front of you, don't do it.
No, I have it in the dome.
No, we're not doming this story.
Okay, fine. I have it.
Because
I have it on my phone.
Well, a lot of details of the story?
Well, it involves like child endangerment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Worse than that. So I'm going to make sure that.
I have it.
Okay. Amy, we'll go to you first.
Former reality TV star Joseph Duggar, from 19 and Counting. And then they had another show with his wife, like Counting On or something.
Oh, I get lost in all the Duggars.
They live in Arkansas?
Yeah.
So, yes. And he's been charged before, but in Florida for...
Make sure you're saying everything right on this. Because again, you're just looking up and you're not looking at your thing.
Amy, Bobby has all the info in front of him.
I have it right here in front of me, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead.
He's facing new charges in his home state of Arkansas amid a charge for child molestation he's currently facing in Florida. So that's what I was saying, is these are two different things. Do you know where this is, Bobby?
Don't come to me now.
No, Tontitown?
Yeah, Tontitown? Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Tontitown.
Yeah.
Police in Tontitown, Arkansas, have charged him and his wife, Kendra.
Well,
she's released on bail.
Yeah, she's out now. I have that story.
He
too.
is not.
So let me just take it for a minute here.
Okay.
So she
Don't
was
trust
arrested
me.
on misdemeanor charges, including child endangerment, false imprisonment, and released shortly, just one day after her husband, Joseph Duggar, was charged with molesting a child under 12. The allegations stem from a 14-year-old girl who told authorities he abused her multiple times during a family trip when she was 9. His arrest adds to a broader history of scandals involving the Duggar family, including his brother Josh. He was convicted too. Relatives have issued statements condemning the alleged abuse and supporting the victim. CBS News. Had 2 Duggar brothers. Dude,
And then the wife.
What's happening over there? Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
What sucks is everybody associates them with Arkansas. That's what
Yeah.
Eddie said. Like, hey, aren't they from where you're from?
Kind of what I remember about them.
I know.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but I'm not like, oh, okay, so Arkansas's no. I mean, it's can happen anywhere. It's tragic.
Did you guys follow the Afroman story at all?
Nope.
Okay, so
I
Afroman, for
did.
example, I was gonna go to church, but then I got high.
Okay.
Ooh, got it?
Right,
Yeah.
Gonna
yeah.
pay my child support, but then I got high. Da, 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 da. So when we were young, that song was massive. And he also had a song called Colt 45. So I remember when this happened. So Afroman was at his house. And I have the story here, but I'm going to go a little bit from the dome because it's not as serious. It's not child molestation. We just got to make sure that stuff is said exactly right.
I understand that.
So Afroman's house was broken. The cops kicked the doors down. They were like, we're going to go. We need to raid his house. They were looking at possible kidnapping, drugs, all these things. They found nothing. He did nothing wrong. So he took the surveillance footage and used it in music videos and made songs about the cops.
Oh, wow.
And one of them, you see one of the guys when he's coming in with his gun, he looks at the lemon pound cake that Afroman has and he like stares at it. You can tell he wants it. Like he's got the gun as he's like waving his gun, going through the house check, and he looks at the pound cake twice. So Afroman has a song called Lemon Pound Cake. And he used the melody to Under the Boardwalk.
Cool.
We'll be having some fun under. And so this song, Lemon Pound Cake, and he does a whole record of them. And some of it's like he was talking to, like he had sex with the cop's wife. He was just saying all this stuff. So they all sue him. All the cops sue him. And so all of this trial was up on TikTok because there were cameras in the room. He won nearly $4 million. Grammy-nominated rapper. I know wow, that's the story here. He's nominated for a Grammy. Did you know he's nominated for a Grammy?
No.
For that song, but then I got high?
I don't know what it was for. Won a nearly $4 million lawsuit filed by 7 Ohio deputies who claimed his songs, videos, and merchandise about a 2022 police raid on his home defamed them and invaded their privacy. Okay, I think so. I don't think he won any money. I think he just didn't have to pay the money.
Right. Yeah,
They were
you don't
suing
win.
him for
If
that.
you get sued, you don't win money, right?
He won a nearly. That feels a bit misleading.
Right.
The raid, which turned up no charges, was captured on security footage that he later used in a comedic music video recounting the incident. A jury ultimately sided with Foreman, affirming his actions as protected free speech. Dude, he showed up in a suit that was all American flags. Obviously has a big afro. He's probably in his 50s or 60s. And they were interviewing one of the cops. And because one of the songs, Mike, will you look up the titles to the songs on that album? One of the songs is about Afroman possibly having sex with the cop's wife. And they asked the cop, any chance your wife, this is what I remember from it. I'm paraphrasing. Any chance your wife had sex with Afroman or cheated on you? And he's like, I mean, chance? I don't know. They were not prepared for this case.
Why
I mean,
were
so
they?
wait, should his answer have been like, no?
Yeah.
Right. But he's like, well,
But he's like, I'm being honest. I'm not really sure. but why did they go in the first place? Like, was there like some kind of investigation? Or
Yeah.
something?
So I believe they were tipped off that there was drugs and possibly some kidnapping or trafficking.
And they were completely wrong.
Yes, completely wrong. There was nothing in there.
Gosh, that's terrible.
And in the security, because they kick in doors, and he's like, I just made this to recoup the $20,000 I had to pay. And they took some money. They took money from him, like as evidence. And when they gave it back, they didn't give it all back. Allegedly.
well, that's wrong.
That's in a song?
I think so. Mike, what do you see?
They have, you want the song titles?
Yeah.
It's a lemon pound cake. Will you help me repair my door? The police raid. Why are you disconnecting my video camera? The Batteram hymn of the police whistleblower and police blow.
What?
My wife?
Police blow my wad.
Please blow my wad. Is that what you said?
Yeah, police blow my wad.
That's funny that the whole album is that, though. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Because he made it trying to make his money back. And now they didn't want this out there, and they said they were being defamed. But have you heard of the Streisand effect?
Barbara Streisand?
Like, does
Actually,
it-
yes. She didn't want like a picture of her house to exist. And she sued. This is like not even that long ago. And you may look up the exact details, like in the early 2000s. But because of her not wanting that picture to be up, it created all the publicity and actually showed
Made
that
it-
picture. What do you see?
Yeah, it was in 2003. It was a lawsuit where she tried to get an aerial photo of her home taken off.
And because of the lawsuit, more people then looked at the picture. So the Streisand effect is if all the attention you get by it's not wanting attention and screaming about not wanting attention.
Yeah.
So my algorithm was Afroman trial. Was yours?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Anything I missed in my terrible description of what happened?
I think that's pretty much everything. Just this footage itself was crazy.
Yeah, he's just chilling
In
the
his
courtroom.
Americans.
That's funny.
American flag suit. He shouldn't have lost. And again, they found nothing in his house, and they didn't give him all his money back, which is weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shady.
Lemon pound cake. Because that cop, he's got a gun in his
Pound
hand,
cake.
and he stops and looks at the cake and thinks to himself, do I want to get this cake right now? All right, there's that story. Chuck Norris died,
Saw that
86 years old.
in Hawaii.
Norris was hospitalized in Hawaii on Thursday, and his family issued a statement saying that he died that morning. Quote, while we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace. No cause of death was given. Super famous in the late 60s, 70s, and 80s, and then even a bit in the 90s.
Because
Like,
that was Walker, Texas Ranger, right? The 90s?
the dude was famous for 50 years. Yeah, Chuck Norris. And then he memed out in 2000s. Like he then became famous again for a different
memes.
reason. And all
What were his movies? His war movies? They were like
war movies, but he had he did The Wrecking Crew with Dean Martin, but he did all the Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah, he did those.
Okay, let me see if I can look here. The Way of the Dragon,
That's Bruce Lee, right?
1972. The Way of the Dragon. He's in the 1968 movie The Wrecking Crew with Dean Martin. In the 80s, he became one of the most recognizable action stars in film. In 1993, started with Walker, Texas Ranger. He would star in nearly 200 episodes of that. And then the memes. So yeah, rest in peace to Chuck Norris. All right, you did your story. I did some. Eddie, what do you have?
So did you guys see Lanco? You know Lanco, I was going to be your forever. Their bus got
What's
caught.
the name of their band?
Lanco.
I would say Lanco, but
Lanco, Lanco?
Yeah, Lanco, right?
What?
Lanco.
That's a little better.
What did I say? Lanco?
Laneco.
Lanco.
Like Laney Wilson?
Lanco. So yeah, they were on tour somewhere like up north, and there was a big blizzard, and they had to pull over, you know, because they couldn't drive, and so they were like, "Do we stay on the bus? Do we go get a hotel?" So they figured out, like, you know what? Let's just go get a hotel. It'll be warmer. We do that, and so the whole band, the crew, they all went to a hotel, but the driver stayed behind, and somewhere in the middle of the night, the driver woke up, and the whole bus was caught on fire, and luckily the driver got out, but the pictures are crazy, man.
It burnt it to a crisp.
All the way down, completely gone. But they're not saying what started it, so I'm so confused about that. Like, how does a bus just catch on fire? And then did Bert Kreischer's?
yeah, that's what I was
Bus
going
catch
to
on
say. I
fire
thought I
too?
saw.
Did.
I was like, wait a second. I thought this happened to Bert,
It did. And he
That's-
posted a picture like very
and
similar.
his was in the snow too.
What if they're
Right.
using the same bus picture?
It's a joke on us.
Yeah. You pay for the rights to that picture to say your bus burnt? Yeah, both of them. He texted me about the baby. Bert did.
He did?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like, just saw your baby. Congratulations. Yeah, luckily they weren't on the bus when it happened. But
Right.
there have been other instances of that. Like Hillary Scott, like her bus burnt completely up.
yeah.
It's got to be some sort of electric issue, right?
Would think maybe
Because if they're not on it, you keep it going.
I think the Burt one was a tire blew out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about Laneco?
Lanco.
Nothing on Lanco.
Yeah, they're not saying what happened.
Yeah, luckily
but
nobody was on it.
the tire blew out, and then it also caught fire because I saw it like burnt too, like crispy.
Yo, gone.
But was the tire the reason it caught on fire?
Yeah, it burnt out, then it caused the fire.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought I was going crazy.
Dude, you should have seen Amy on a bus. It's hilarious.
What'd I do?
Just rock star life.
What?
So I'd had the baby by then, but
Yeah.
you guys were going down to Atlanta to
Yeah.
do an event with our affiliate in Atlanta. And it was a concert, like Dustin Lynch was DJing. Does he actually DJ or does he just stand there?
No,
No,
he
he
has a
sings
DJ.
to the DJ.
Oh, he does. Oh, man, that's the move.
Yeah,
you don't
pay
have to
anyone.
take your full band.
Nope.
So he sings and the DJ plays the music.
Yep.
Yeah,
Does he play? Is it unsa music?
kind of.
Kind of.
He mixes in.
so he's not doing like just the instrumental to a small town boy like me.
No, they're like
Got it.
there's smoke and lights and
Nobody told me
dancers.
to be smoke.
Well, and like when I say smoke, it's like, like like think Vegas, like at the club,
Okay.
and like.
Yeah.
Some people in the crowd were perplexed. Let's just say,
Because they went to a country concert and
Because
got Dead Mouse. Correct.
yeah,
So he was he the headliner?
Yes.
Yeah.
As the DJ?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
But he wasn't DJing. He had a DJ. And he would stand next to the DJ and sing to
Or
whatever
he'd
the DJ
work
was.
the crowd in the
Yeah.
stage, but like with sneakers on and like.
I guess that's what he does in Vegas.
Yeah.
it is.
It's his win show or whatever he's got going on there in Atlanta. And I think some people were aware and others thought they were coming to see Dustin Lynch.
Play songs on a guitar.
Yes.
Yeah, I would be a little weirded out by that. So it was him. Is Megan Patrick there?
And Corey Kent.
Got it.
Corey Kent's
So-
really good,
so
by the
Megan
way.
Oh yeah,
Patrick
I really like both of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Megan Patrick, Corey Kent, band, guitars, the whole thing. And then it just was like
It was
interesting.
Yeah.
So this was like a month and a half, 2 months prior. Everybody okay? I feel like 3 people coughed at once there.
What was going on over
That
there?
was weird.
So Rod, who runs the country part of our company, he was like, "Hey, we're doing this thing in Atlanta. Can you go?" And I was like, "I can't. My wife's due date is literally right around that." I said, I was already very nervous about going on the cruise because I was way too close to her due date even to go on the cruise. So I can't. He's like, "Okay, got it." So all you guys were going, and so you just took a tour bus, which is great because
Yeah, it was
Atlanta's
awesome.
not far. It's a 4-hour drive, 4.5 on a tour bus, maybe.
Probably like 4 hours.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and we stopped for food.
So you ate it up.
What do you mean?
The bus.
We stopped
The
for-
bus life.
I ate it up.
They were acting like you're a rock star.
Wait, what did they say about me? Okay,
She
first
had
of
her
all,
own little dressing room in the back.
So I was like, well, we've got 4 hours on the bus. I might as well get ready on the bus. Why would I get ready before? If I have nothing else to do, I'll take my little mirror and we all wore comfy clothes. So I had then my change of clothes and my curling iron and my makeup. So I just did all my makeup and hair on the bus.
Was there a star bunk or was it a room?
There was like a room.
Okay, so it wasn't
like
a
a
star
lounge.
bunk.
No.
Got it.
Right. So yeah. And then Eddie was like, why don't you go set up in the back? I didn't know where to set, but set up in the back. And so then they made it seem like, oh, Amy's back here.
So
with
he
her.
set you up and then made fun of you
Well-
after he set you up?
It appears that
No,
way.
it was kind of like, Amy, like if you want to get dressed like you can back there, whatever. And then she just kind of like set it up. By the time I went back there, it was Amy's room.
Oh, she took over the whole
yeah,
thing.
it was like Winona was back there.
Yeah. So I got ready back there. And then we stopped at Chipotle. I forgot about this, how I almost got hit by a car.
I didn't see it, but I heard.
Yeah, I did. We cut through because you have to park the bus in the back. And then we walked through, and this Chipotle had a drive-through. And then I thought the car was parked getting their food, but I guess they were driving off. And I was like, the driver thought she hit me. She was yelling out her window.
Did you
and
see her face?
I thought she was going to yell at me because I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. And she was like, oh my gosh. She was the sweetest person ever. She's like, did I hit you? I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. I'm like, you feel terrible. This is my fault. I walked into you. Like it was if she had run over my foot, it would have been my fault, which she almost did. But it's so weird how my reaction was like, I'm about to get yelled at because this is how humanity is. And what a pleasant surprise. Like she did not need to be. And I was like, stop apologizing. You didn't do anything wrong. But I was like, wow, I almost prejudged her that she was about to lay into me.
Was that the way down?
I was on the way down.
So who was on the bus? Because I have some questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Amy, Eddie, Lunchbox,
Morgan.
Rod, and the bus driver.
Yep.
Okay, so did Scuba Steve drive and trail the bus?
He just took his own car. And when we got there and we saw him, I was like, wait, you're here? I was like, why didn't you
Because
ride
he wasn't
on
on
the
the
bus?
bus. Scuba,
and he goes,
why did
"I
you
don't-"
drive your own car?
He stepped
Bathroom.
Oh,
He's not there.
dang.
Well, he said he
Perfect
doesn't.
timing.
He's like, I don't
He said he's scared of
I
buses.
don't trust bus drivers.
What?
I don't know.
I think he was just doing it so he could have a weekend with his family. He stayed a couple extra days.
Oh, he did take his family down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did
Or
that.
did
I
he
don't
stay
think it-
because he was already down there? Both can be true. When he gets back, let me know.
Yeah. I mean, I think, there was the family thing, but I think even if his family hadn't gone, he was going to drive
anyway.
himself because he said he doesn't trust bus drivers.
That's weird. Bus drivers are actually trained.
That's what they do.
And
Yeah.
that's what
And apparently our bus driver, speaking of Dustin Lynch, he used to coincidentally drive a bunch for Dustin.
Yeah.
And Dustin was like, oh, that's my favorite driver. He's the best. You're in good hands. So I feel like we had a legit, well-respected driver in the biz.
Lunchbox kind of had a rude awakening though. Like, remember he said, he's like, oh, we're going to pull into truck stops and everyone's going to be like, who's in
on
there?
the bus?
No
Yeah.
one did that.
No, they never do. Nobody cares.
Yeah, we parked in the back. No one could see us. And then it was very boring on the bus. These people just pull out their laptops and their phone, and they just look at their phones or laptops the whole time. I'm like, wow, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, we
guys.
had to work, man.
Well, that's what's great about the bus is that you can do other things because you're sitting on a couch, you have a table. Like, that's the purpose of it. What did you think you were going to do? Shots the whole way down, Lunchbox?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like music was going to be going. We're going to be in a good mood, but everybody's just buried in their phone and their computer. I was like, wow, guys.
Again, I can think of it working. I think
no, and we were like,
working.
Fred, nobody wanted to drink. Like, nobody
And then we
wanted
couldn't
anything.
even get the TVs to work, and it was just like, gosh, this is a boring trip. Yeah, so it was not as
wasn't boring.
exciting as I thought it was going to be.
Hey, Morgan, what happened with Lunchbox and Dustin's people?
Oh, yeah. So during
you
the
guys know
DJ
this?
set,
Amy
the
does?
shirt?
I don't know.
Shirt.
I don't know.
yeah, so Lunchbox, there were hired people to go out and party on stage with Dustin. They were like a bunch of young people on
They
the
recruited
side.
him on Instagram.
Yes, to be like a party atmosphere on stage, just like a club in Las Vegas, if you will, a DJ with a
I will.
set. so they were standing on both sides of him, kind of like they weren't really dancing.
They
not
weren't doing
being-
anything.
Oh, hold on,
They looked
just
like idiots out there.
let
They
me
just
tell
stood
the
there and they would take
story.
it. Hold on. I mean, they would take a
Well,
picture
no,
of themselves.
it's her story. Hold on.
and then they would spend
Morgan,
4
you
minutes
go. It's
looking
your
at their
story. He
picture.
can then come in after. Go ahead.
Yes. So they were both on the sides. There was a bunch of young people. They were supposed to be there for looking good. You know, everybody's looking good partying. Well, Lunchbox takes it upon himself because they weren't partying enough to what he thought they needed to be doing. So he runs out there and starts like fist pumping and like dancing and going insane. And then all of a sudden he takes his shirt off. And I'm like, okay, we have a shirtless Lunchbox on stage. He was never supposed to be on stage. And then I see one of Dustin Lynch's people over to the side just kind of fuming with anger and shaking his head. Like, what is he doing out there? He's trying to get to security, to get security to kick him off. And he's just really upset by the whole situation. So I think Lunchbox ended up being out there maybe 5 minutes. And then this guy talked to security and he got pulled off stage.
I thought
So-
Lunchbox made it look fun. Obviously, I wasn't there. So
Did you see the video?
I did. And I thought
It was a different vibe.
what do you mean?
Well, the vibe they were.
But they weren't
it
even
was
vibing,
fun.
Amy. They
Like,
weren't doing anything.
No,
they were
Lunchbox,
standing there.
I agree. You made it. I laughed. Like, I thought, okay, this is fun. Like, okay, look, Lunchbox, haha. But I do think they had a certain aesthetic keeps coming
Yeah,
to
man,
mind.
they wanted young influencers up there
You know,
dancing.
like cute outfits, like having a good
Got
time,
it.
and then this
And then Mr.
45
Furley shows up.
gets on stage. It's like, just picture like a bunch of 20-something-year-olds having a good time, and then a 45-year-old man comes on and then takes his shirt off.
Man, dude, honestly, I wasn't laughing. Like, it was sad. because
It looked fun to me. Again,
No,
I wasn't
no.
there. I thought, oh, look at Lunchbox. This is awesome. Like I didn't realize they had paid people to get up there.
It was so
wasn't
sad. Look,
sad.
I was sad, man. Like, they were all laughing at him. All the girls were like laughing, like, look at this old dude, like dancing.
Lunchbox, you now have freedom to speak.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to be dancing and having fun, and they were literally standing still. Like, they were on the stage, and they were just standing there. It was awkward, and the crowd had to be like, what is going on? And I was like, let me show these little kids how to do it. Like, how to go out and not care.
I'm
See?
not as good as I once was.
Like, no. I'm going to show you what, if you're on stage to dance, this is what you need to do. You need to face the crowd and dance, not look at each other and look at your phone, take a picture and scroll and make sure it's okay for 4 minutes. It was so awkward. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know how to dance on stage at a concert. So I said, okay, I'm going to bring the energy. And then, yes, there was backward hat guy with his camo hat that had steam coming out of his ears. I think he was in charge. He was dancer guy. All his job was to hire the dancers, and he was their drink getter. He would go get them drinks, and he would stand on the stage. And when I was on the stage, he had steam coming out of his ears. Like, I didn't hire you. I wasn't getting you your drinks. How dare you go out on my stage? And then I was dancing. I did hear a couple girls go, who is this guy? Like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
They did say that, but I mean, I brought the party. They were lame-os.
Yeah, but do you think they were lame-os in how you used to do it compared to what they wanted now?
No. The other side of the stage where those people were, they were dancing. Like, they were good. The side we were on, they were not dancing. They were the lame crowd.
I thought it looked funny what you were doing. I thought that was the purpose of it, to be funny.
Yes.
I'm curious as to why, Lunchbox, you thought, like, it's up to me to fix this party. Like what goes through your mind when you're like, I'm gonna just take the bull by the horns and fix this?
Because I'm the life of the party and I want to show people a good time. Like they're in the crowd and they're looking at like, what is going on? I don't understand. And I'm like, here, guys, let me show you what they're supposed to be doing. They're not doing it, but this is what was the intended purpose. And I danced.
Yeah.
And I had a great time. And I laughed. And everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Except
it
for
was
Backward
funny.
Hat Guy that was in charge of the dancers.
But I guess my question is, and again, I've been solely on Lunchbox's side through this because I was entertained by the clips. If they weren't wanting something funny up there, if it wasn't a funny thing, being funny maybe wasn't the thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the.
I don't think they were going
didn't
for funny.
see
That's
the
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
if they don't want like an old guy doing comedy up there,
Right.
I can see where they would get irritated that there's now a shirtless dad up there dancing around.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that brings more attention to it than those people that were doing nothing. And Dustin Lynch looked at me. He gave me a point. He didn't seem to care. It was just the one guy that was in charge of getting the people drinks.
What
That
if the point
only-
was get him off of here?
point.
Oh, maybe his point to the
Like
guy
he
behind
points
me.
like that's him. Get him off of here.
Yeah, there was
Maybe
a hype guy. He may be an Atlanta rapper or something. He was on stage with Dustin, and he was definitely looking at Lunchbox and laughing and like having a good time.
Right.
Like he was like, "Oh, what's up?" Yeah, like doing that. Like,
No, again, maybe he was pointing to security. Like that's him.
Did you
There
guys feel
was-
awkward that he was up there?
Oh, man, I felt so sad for
I
him.
felt like I did see. I don't feel like Eddie. I did not feel sad. I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, unexpected. I think that there's a moment where you realize it's gone too far.
Yep.
So like,
Did he know the moment?
No, Lunchbox? No.
like it's like you could stay out there for a certain amount of time. I think maybe he exited stage right when it was about to get a little too awkward. So it was good timing. Like I think
Yeah,
if he'd
apparently-
stayed out there a few minutes longer, it would have been like, okay, we need to get him.
Do you think it was too long?
Yes.
Morgan, do you think it was too long?
Yes.
I think when he took off his shirt is when it just kind of took a different turn. But it was funny. It entertained everybody side stage. But I will say, Dustin did his team put together like a highlight video from the night, and Lunchbox is not in it.
They did not put me in it. I think, yeah, I commented on his Instagram. I was like, I think you need to re-edit. You missed me.
I don't know if they ended up finding it funny.
Dang.
Because his camera guy was constant. He was filming me for a while. Like he had the camera right on me.
Yeah, for the cops. For their proof.
And security there was no security like right there by the side stage, but she did come running is what I was told. But she never came out and got me.
It's when everyone started laughing at him. It's kind of when I felt bad.
But were they laughing because of him, not at him?
I don't know. I felt like it because he was first dancing there, like, okay, who's this guy? Whatever, no big deal. Then he takes his shirt off, starts, caressing his body. You saw the dance. And then after a while, it's just like, what's he doing? How long is he going to be up here? And he stayed up there for like another, 3 minutes? 4 minutes?
You remember how when we were 25 and we'd go to the club and there'd always be like the 40-year-old guy? We'd be like, oh, why is he? Like, what's up with this old dude?
That's
like,
the vibe.
When do you learn not to do that? And I think we learned in our life not to do that anymore because we didn't want to be that dude we would always look at and go like, why is he still? Is there any chance that was happening?
That's what I felt was happening.
No, there was one guy that was with these girls. He had sunglasses on and he would just bob his head. He just stood there. And I was like, what are you doing?
I will say that I think everybody who knew who Lunchbox was laughing at it because they're like, oh, this is who he is. This is what he
Like the
does.
crowd, the people that we were
like
there
us.
for, like the listeners. That's what we're there for. I don't give a crap about those influencers. Who gives a crap who
But
they are?
the-
We're there for those people that listen to our show, and that's what I did it for.
Yeah, and the people that were up there dancing were definitely filming him and like they don't know him to be filming him and like making fun of him. So I do think they were filming to
Hey,
laugh at
he's
him.
a man of the people, man.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyway.
Lunchbox, you have a story?
Oh yeah, I got a story, man. The Bachelorette has been canceled. That is huge news, guys. I mean, Taylor, Frankie, Paul, the girl from the Mormon Wives, like this was supposed to be the biggest season. They filmed it all, and then her ex released a video of like a fight with her throwing a bar stool and hitting the kid, and ABC said, we're not airing it.
Now, to be fair, the ex didn't release it. TMZ released it. And I don't think they're saying that he actually sold it to them. I think they're being a little ambiguous about where it came from.
Well, who else would have it? He was the one filming.
No,
He was the one filming the video.
I agree who else would have it, but you can't just say because he didn't release it. TMZ released it. But
Oh, okay. Well,
what?
I assume TMZ got it from him.
Who?
Because I mean, it's not like he's sharing that.
You can
And
say whatever. You just don't want to get sued because you're saying the wrong thing.
Okay, you're right. TMZ released it. I don't know where they got it.
It's probably, if I'm guessing, it's probably from him or somebody that he gave it to sell.
Some
to them.
reports have been that he allegedly sold it
Yes,
to TMZ.
that's what you say.
And with this timing specifically right before the premiere of the show,
Right,
which
he
was
waited
supposed to
right
be
until-
last night.
Well, so Mormons have already stopped shooting because of the allegation that happened recently.
Mm-hmm.
So they stopped production. And so ABC already had to go, what do we do? And the video coming out, but it was from a 2022.
Yeah, it was from 3 years ago.
2023, yeah. That video, they already knew about the situation, but the video wasn't out because they had background crap to check out. They had background checked the crap out of her. So they knew about that, but that video wasn't out there. And then the incident happened recently, to which they had all stopped filming Real Housewives of Mormon County. What's it called?
Real Lives of
Lives.
Mormon.
Secret Lives
There
of
we go.
Mormon
Something.
Wives.
So that was back in, and so ABC's already having to make a decision. And that video coming out, because the video, did you watch it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because she throws, when the chair is thrown and it hits the kid.
It's the kid. Yeah, the kid. Yeah.
That was probably the old straw that broke the camel's back.
For sure.
And was she the Bachelorette?
Yes.
The
Yes.
Bachelorette.
Yes.
Got it.
And you're talking about, it's supposed to air on Sunday, yesterday.
So
right?
it's been taped.
Last night.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
night.
it's everything. It's finished.
Yeah, it's done.
Whoa.
So one of my friends did casting for her season, like casted the guys. And it's so, I was like, oh my gosh, like what happens to all of that? Like even like for her, she said she had like some friends being like, wait, are you still going to get paid? Or like, and she was like, oh, I'm a independent contractor. So she's like, I'm already taken care of. But there are some people that if they've put a lot of work into it, but then there's like royalty, or what do you call it, Bobby?
Everybody's going to get paid from doing the show. All the guys are going to get paid. Everybody's going to get paid, but they're not going to get their moment to capitalize off of.
Right.
So they're not going to get to do tummy tea influencer deals, or they're not going to, I don't think they're going to take them to paradise unless there's one or two that they think were so good. The guy that won, that he's been, because now it's kind of all out there. They put the spoilers out anyway, but now the spoilers have really been popped out there. Apparently she got with this guy, Doug. Is Doug the guy, his name?
I don't even know who won. I didn't ever look that
That's
up.
what Reality Steve said, who
Okay.
it does a lot of the spoilers.
So it's Doug. That's his name, right?
Yeah, that's what I saw, but I don't know if it's 100%.
We'll call him Doug. A few places say that Doug won. They got engaged, and then they broke up like a month later because she was still having.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, even before the video was released, the story came out that the night before she went to start shooting it, she had sex with him because he said that.
Dang.
Yeah, the night before she left.
So does ABC just out? Are they the ones that just kind of like lose on this?
Yeah, tens of millions of dollars. The guy that's hired me so many times is the head of non-scripted at Disney. Disney owns Hulu, ABC. And so I saw him being interviewed.
Dang.
So they're out maybe I think about 2 million an episode, and there's 12 episodes. Or
Oh
something.
my goodness.
And all those dudes that like took off work,
Yeah.
quit their jobs. This was going to be their moment, not to find love, because it's really not about that at this point. It's just make good television and try to capitalize off that within the Bachelor universe. Nothing.
Gosh, that's tough.
I think Doug's a singer-songwriter too, if that's his name.
Doug.
Yeah, Doug Mason.
Yeah. I was watching a video of him singing.
Is he good?
He sings.
He's fine. He's better than we are, and he's pretty good. He'd be someone, if they moved to town, that you would see out at a songwriting night that's new to town. Not somebody that's at a songwriting night here that's written a bunch of songs and is good, because there's also that group. But there's also the people that move to town because they're just new to town. He's like that good, where he could get better if he worked at it, but he's also good enough to move to town. That's the good. Yeah. Yeah, so there's
You know
that.
what else is on my algorithm? Lots of
Wait,
just
is that on there?
that. Yes, I did see the video.
Yeah, a lot of her stuff is
The
on there.
video of the chair throwing. I saw that.
Got it.
But Justin Timberlake,
Oh yeah, watch some of that.
that's crazy. He was wasted.
Sad, I know. He's
I would say Streisand effect on that, because he tried to get that. Right? Didn't he sue to like keep it
Yeah,
hidden?
from coming out. Yeah.
And so they were able to release it, and they released not only the body cam footage from the cop from the stop, but also
Inside.
inside when they were like having to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, that's crazy to watch.
Yeah. What'd you think about it?
I I thought, when I saw the body cam when he got pulled over, I'm like, well, yeah, that's like he's definitely impaired. But then he's back and he's asking him to repeat questions, and he's like looking and then looks. Wait, say that again. Like
If you're that rich,
it's pretty sad.
Why are you driving?
I don't know.
I know.
Like, you don't have to be rich. You can just get an Uber.
Yeah.
You could be, like, you can say that to anybody. Like, don't drink and drive. Get an Uber. But then if you're that rich also, it's just like it compounds. Like,
Sometimes people are like, yeah, I have been drinking, but man, it's going to cost me $60 to go home. Like, I'll risk it. So yeah, to that point, in that case, you got all the money in the world. Just don't drive.
Yeah.
So anyway, that one. And then have you seen the interview with Oprah and
Yes.
the girl
HR.
from Coldplay?
Yeah.
oh, only parts.
So have I, only parts. And I want to watch the whole thing because
You do?
I really do.
I feel
She
like the
gets
parts are
mad
good
at
enough.
the wrong people.
What do you mean?
She was blaming because who made it famous? She was blaming like comedians for like highlighting her story.
Oh.
Yeah, I forget.
Oh, yeah, that's not right.
She was like, who was it that like really?
I didn't see that clip, so I don't know.
Yeah, she was mad at a couple celebrities. I forget, dude. I'm scrambled eggs in my head.
Like whatever the jokes they were making made it pop
yeah,
off more?
yeah. I'll have to look and see what it is. But what did you see from the clips?
The clips I saw was her just kind of explaining what they did afterwards and them talking about how they're going to deal with this. Or I saw another one where she was home already, and then I think her husband or they were separated, I guess is what she's saying.
Yeah, I saw
Estranged.
that clip where they said they both were separated.
Yes.
But then
it's all very confusing.
But then she was I think maybe now she's saying he lied and said he
She
was
did.
separated.
Yeah. So she was like, I was under this. I thought he was being honest with me on his situation, because she's like, my situation is we've been separated. Even my husband or strange husband has even made a statement saying, yes, we're separated. So then she's like, I thought he was as well. Well, turns out he wasn't. And so he couldn't make a similar statement. And she was upset because he also wouldn't even make a statement saying, yeah, I lied to her and told her I was separated. Because she's like, I wouldn't have put myself in that. She goes, I thought we were in the exact same situation and we weren't.
it's just weird. The whole thing's weird.
Mike, would you tickle my memory and look that up, see who she was mad at?
Yeah, I'm trying to look. The only thing I saw was Ryan Reynolds and
That's one for sure.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, that's who it was. That's exactly who it was. I
Gwyneth
guess they weren't
Paltrow?
comedians. I just knew they were celebrities. Yeah, for making jokes about him.
And then she like talks about how they were trying to figure out like, all right, before our kids wake up, this is already blowing up, because she had teenagers, I guess. And like before they wake up, like we've got to tell them before they find out by getting on TikTok and seeing it for themselves. So like, that's kind of crazy. You don't think about all that, like
It is
everything they had to
crazy.
do behind the scenes.
That's
I know, and
that's
her
a
kids-
wildly large story. That thing popped like crazy.
Yeah, like so much so like her kids' new school year was starting or something. And she, I guess, is the vibe I got is she's an involved parent and likes to be at things on campus. But her kids were like, Mom, we don't want you coming to school. Like, don't come to this, because it would cause,
Yeah, big
a
time.
ruckus.
And then them having to tell the board of the company like, all that stuff that you
Yeah.
think like it just doesn't end.
Yeah,
Like this is the biggest thing on the internet. It doesn't end.
crazy.
Did you guys update your iOS?
No.
Did I? Does it just do it yourself or on its own?
Sometimes I did it on my computer too. There was a whole story that was, it's always this. They're trying to stay ahead of these hacking campaigns in foreign countries. And so that was the story that came out. But I had also already downloaded the update with the patches and et cetera. I don't know if you guys had done it or not. Apple is urging iPhone users to update their software after security researchers revealed Russian intelligence, Chinese cyber criminals, and other hackers have been using 2 exploit kits to take over phones running versions of iOS, older versions. But the tools that they have can give attackers deep remote access to a phone, including access to text, call history, passwords, location history, and more. Apple's current operating system, iOS 26, released last September, blocks both tools, and Apple has also released a special patch for older devices that cannot upgrade to iOS 26, NBC News. So if you do have that and you haven't done it yet,
Oh, yep. I need to do it
yeah,
because it says available.
do it.
Well, not right now. I have to have it plugged into a charger.
I don't think you really do.
It does say to do
Don't
that.
you just
though.
have to have enough battery?
If you have enough battery, it's fine, but you don't want to die while you're
Yeah.
updating
Yeah.
it.
I'll wait till I can wait. Hopefully, Russia can just wait a second. It won't do anything.
Who hasn't done their story? Morgan?
I haven't. Speaking of celebrities and crazy things happening, you guys know who Alan Ritchson is? Reacher.
Dude's
Big,
a monster. He was in that
huge.
movie on Netflix called War Monster or something.
War Machine.
Yeah, War Machine.
Yes,
yeah.
War Machine. Yeah, so he is currently going viral right now on TMZ because somebody released a video of him getting in a fight with his neighbor. Apparently he lives in Tennessee. Did not know that.
Huh.
But what happened was he was riding on his motorcycle with his 2 kids in front of him on like little mini motorbikes. And the neighbor, I guess, ran out and tried to stop Alan's motorcycle in a really aggressive manner and causing him to crash off the motorcycle and have like cuts and bruises. And then what you see is a video circulating where he starts then like finally going after the neighbor because the neighbor made him crash and they're getting in a fight on a lawn.
I don't want to fight that dude.
Yeah,
He's a monster.
The War Monster?
The War Machine, yeah. I haven't seen the video. This is this morning.
Yeah, it's been circulating this morning, so I guess it happened this weekend. But witnesses all say like it wasn't his fault. Alan tried to de-escalate and not do it, but the guy just kind of kept going after him, made him crash, and then what you see in the video is him like punching the neighbor on his front lawn.
Is he whooping the neighbor?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. It looks very violent, but I mean, I would be mad if you pushed me off a motorcycle, caused me to crash.
Yeah, so again, I didn't see this, so I'm just going to ask a question based on no intelligence at all. I'm in the CIA. Was he doing anything wrong on his motorcycle? I know the neighbor was annoyed, but was he doing anything wrong?
Apparently, from what this is all from sources, said that the neighbor was mad for the last 2 days straight. He was riding his motorcycle at excessive speeds.
So speeding.
Yeah, on the motorcycle in the neighborhood, which sparked the altercation.
And I guess if there are kids in the neighborhood, I think I'd probably just call the cops and be like, hey, he's
not
speeding.
fight.
Especially if he's that size.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how he was going that fast if his kids were in front of him. You know, like Alan's kids were with him.
I mean, it could have been a
Those bikes
25
go
though, and he could have been doing like 45 and a 25. You ever see the videos of the guy that throws stuff at cars that are speeding?
Yeah.
He has like cakes and stuff, and he holds the speed gun out, and as soon as they're speeding, he chunks a cake at their car.
Yeah. Has he gotten beat up yet?
I don't know.
Because he's going to.
that's dangerous.
Or shot.
Or get shot, yes.
Or Reacher's going to be in the car, and he's going to get out and whoop him. Yeah, I didn't know that. The Savannah Guthrie story has really developed nothing, huh?
0.
Nothing.
So
crazy. So we're talking like what? We're about to. Coming up on April 1st. It will be 2 months.
yeah.
February is a little bit of a short month, but still 2 months of.
So she's probably not alive. Mm-hmm. And it probably wasn't a kidnapping thing, right?
I don't know. It's just so bizarre.
I mean, I think this happens a lot, right? It's just not such a high profile.
I don't know. I would be curious to know the numbers of how many elderly women just are taken from their homes.
Oh, I just meant missing people, not just elderly women, but yeah.
The elderly woman thing is the thing.
Yeah.
To me, it had always felt, with no knowledge, no intelligence, that someone broke into the house and was just robbing the place, and she came out, and they probably, oh crap, killed her, then just had to get rid of it.
And didn't they come out and say like there's that guy is still out and he's dangerous, so watch out?
What guy?
But they don't know who the guy
Whoever
is.
the suspect is.
Well,
The guy on the camera.
yeah, somebody's dangerous.
The guy on the camera.
Yeah, the guy on the camera. Forgot about the guy on the camera.
I mean, that's all they have.
That's so weird.
That's what's up. Everybody got their story in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get going to other things. I forget who did what. Eddie, what was your story?
Lanco.
Okay, that's right. Lanco. Lanco. Amy, what was your story?
Duggars.
Lunchbox, your story?
The Bachelorette.
Morgan, your story?
Alan Ritchson.
Okay. That's it. We are back.
How about the Air Canada flight that
Hit the fire
ran
truck?
into a fire truck at
On the runway? I
LaGuardia?
know.
And the pilot and co-pilot died.
Oh, I didn't know
What?
that.
Yes.
I would think airplane
There's
versus
tw-
fire truck, airplane wins.
I didn't see that because I never clicked into the story.
Well, they were landing, so I don't know how fast. Listen, I don't know. It just, I'm like, do we not have, how does this happen? Do we not, is it,
Well,
is there air traffic control?
Is that not was it not the
Issues?
fire trucks? I have the story.
Being on the runway.
Yeah, let me find the story. We can wrap with that.
I mean, the audio
Lemon
of
pound cake.
air
Man,
traffic
you guys,
control
that song gets in your head. I have it
is
here.
like coming out and people are like judging. But what people need to understand about jobs like that is they have training and scripts and they have to stay calm and you can't judge how they're
Based on the 911.
speaking. Yes.
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
or how the communication from air traffic control to whatever, like the audio you're hearing, they have to stay calm.
Can you imagine we hear a 911 call and they're like, "Oh my God, that's
Right.
crazy!
Get out of there.
What? I never heard this before." No, we
Call
don't.
somebody.
Right.
Okay, here we go. ABC New York. The pilot and co-pilot of an Air Canada regional jet are dead after it collided with a fire truck. I didn't know they died. Dang. It happened about 11:40 Eastern time when the jet carrying 76 people crashed into a fire truck which was crossing an active runway while responding to a separate incident. At the time, it was foggy with rain at the airport. Video from passengers and others show major damage to the plane. Several dozen passengers on the jet suffered injuries, 9 being serious. LaGuardia Airport remains closed as officials investigate the events leading up to the collision.
It was at LaGuardia?
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
Feels like
It's like you've made it the hard part. The hard part was being up in
Landing.
the air 30,000
And then
feet.
now you're on
and
the
now you've
ground.
landed
that's crazy.
and you're just on the runway.
And then I take it back. Like airplane definitely wins that battle, but landing at that speed,
People still get hurt.
those pilots, they're at the very
they
front
die.
of it.
Right.
And the question. So if the pilots die, how did the plane stop?
I don't know.
Like at impact, like is it
Inertia?
just naturally slows down?
Inertia?
Well, I don't know how fast. Does it say in there how fast they were going?
No,
Yeah.
There's got to be footage of this, right?
I don't know.
Well, there's a picture of like half of the nose of the
looks-
plane is all smashed in and distorted.
Yeah.
But like the other half of the plane isn't.
Now, I told you what inertia was. Do you remember?
I don't
went
remember.
through
Force of-
I mean, I took your word for it just because, like, yeah, sure, inertia.
Said it was about 30 miles an hour.
Oh, that's not fast.
You're at the very tip, though.
No,
that's a collision.
I get the collision, but yeah, if the pilots get hit and it dies, I think everything just slows down right there. I was thinking in complete landing,
Especially at 30.
speed.
Yeah, like they're not still going like 100.
Right, that's
and
what I
something.
thought. Which I would think everyone would die if that happened.
Yeah. Including
Yeah,
the fire
possibly.
truck.
Yeah. Unless you're at the back of the fire truck.
I'm just saying, you think the fire truck would just like, if you hit it upon when you're going that fast, you would
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire truck would
'Cause of
just
the
like
fuel?
fly into the air. I feel like.
But does the fire truck have water in it?
Okay, now we're.
I don't know, but it's so sad.
Okay, it is. It
I don't-
is.
Let's make it.
It is. You're stupid, Eddie. Okay, that's
Yeah.
it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Goodbye, everybody.